Hi, this is Jason Robinson with Golden Rule Auto Sales. I just wanted to go over a couple specifics of this vehicle. Obviously, at the end of the day, it's an 8-year-old vehicle. I would say it's an average vehicle for an 8-year-old vehicle, as many miles that's on it. This is under a wholesale program. I work with a wholesaler who sells me cars, and he gives me 90 days to buy them or to sell them. And if I can't sell them within 90 days, he'll buy them back at the same price. So it's a really good opportunity for me because I get a chance to get vehicles very low, and basically I pay for them for 90 days. And it's a good opportunity for the wholesaler because if I'm unable to sell the vehicle, then he will buy it back. So basically I floated the vehicle for 90 days. So because of that, this is not a certified pre-owned vehicle like most of my vehicles. This vehicle is going to be priced very low for a quick sale. It's safety inspected, but not certified inspected. So you may need to put brakes and rotors on it. You may need to put something here or there, nothing major. The engine and tranny are for sure solid. It does come with a 60-day warranty on the engine. But there may be a little bit here or there that you may have to do to get it up to par. I don't know of anything off the top of my head other than the front tires will need to be replaced soon. I mean, not immediately, but they will need to be replaced soon, as you can see here. Or the back tires are good, and since it's a front-wheel drive car, you can just rotate the tires from front to back, and you easily could use those front tires for the next 10,000 miles. But basically, I'm pricing this very, very low. And some of the normal things that I may do in a normal vehicle, I'm not going to do this vehicle. It does need a good detail. There's a little bit of scratches and stuff here and there that would come out with a good buff. But we get rid of these so fast, I can't even schedule a detailer. So I'm going to point out just a couple little hairline scratches here or there, most of which will come out with a 3-step buff. There's little, just little scratches here or there. There's no wrecks, there's no rust, anything like that. Nothing uncommon for the year and for the miles. In fact, most of the vehicles if you're looking at a bunch of these online, you could mark it down that 9 out of 10 of them is going to have all these little imperfections on it as well. It's just that most dealers don't take the time to point it out. So people drive from far away, go find a vehicle, and they're like, hey, why didn't you point any of this out? I'm just pointing it out. There's a little bit of a hairline scratch here. That one may not come out with a buff. There's a little one way down there that won't come out with a buff. This has the average amount. I mean, these front bumpers get little bugs and little bitty rock chips that go into the clear coat. This has those up here. A lot of that will come out with a buff. Hood's in good shape. Couple little rock chip type spots here or there. These rock chips have went into the clear coat and in through the paint to the metal. I mean, these are like the size of a pin, but because they went into the metal, you can see the metal there, and this isn't rust. It's not rust bubbles, but the color of the metal is brown. Now, if you clean this really good, you would get through a little thinner than my fingernail layer of the coloring being brown due to the fact that it's all the way through the metal. But it's not rust, but you'll see little bitty brown spots. I mean, super small here or there. There's 0 point in painting the hood for that. I mean, you can't even see it hardly from back here. You have to really look in on it. This side looks pretty good. Itty bitty little hair scratches, hairline little nicks here or there. There's a very minor one right there that will come out in the buff. It's a little bit of a PDR. They call it PDR, little ding, smaller than a dime. That would pop out if you wanted it to with a what they call dent wizard. This right here, I'm thinking this. I'm not sure what caused this. It's like the clear coat stretched through expansion and contraction, and then it flaked off. And because it flaked off, you had exposed metal, and that exposed metal, you'll see surface rust there. Again, you put a little bit of carburetor cleaner there, and you'll just wipe off the stain, and you'll see solid metal there. The back bumper does have some scratches and such, a lot of which will come out with a good buff. But again, average for the year, for the miles, people taking luggage in and out, little nicks and stuff. Let's see here, a little bit, very, very minor, little bit of rust there. It's not cancerous. It's not like it's going to come up. These bottom lips come underneath like that. The metal, they wrap it around, and the water just sits there. And I'll see 2012s with that. The vast majority of that would come off, would wipe off. It's a stain, but right at the edge is a little bit of bubbling. This spot here where, you know, the plate would cover up, there's a little bit right here, again, because there's a lip here, you know, it holds water. But again, license plate would cover that up. Let's see here. A couple little dings, minor little dings, not hail damage or anything like that, just little ding here, little ding there, up there. And only spot on the car that I see that has a little bit of bubbling is right here, and a little mini minor spot over there. This is actually very, very common. Again, there's a lip. I don't know why they do this, but the water sits there if the car's parked for a while, and it just erodes into the clear coat and eventually into the paint, and then it starts to bubble. Obviously, this isn't due to salt. There's no salt up here. Because it's the hood, you could have a body guy treat this and then feather it out. My body guy would want about $200 to feather it out, and you'd never know. And again, a lot of this carb cleaner, the stain comes out, you'll just have a little bit of a bubble there. You know, this, again, it's not a certified pre-owned vehicle. That's a 2013. It's a good practical car. It's not something you're going to go to a car show with and enter in. So I'm going to show the engine now and let you hear that. Okay, so yeah, this is the engine, and as you can hear, it runs good, nice and quiet exhaust, quiet headers. It's got a good battery. And at the time of filming this, as you can see here in Ohio, it is 37 degrees. Not sure if you can see that or not. And so I have the air turned on, but it's not kicking on, obviously, because it's too cold. So to be honest, I don't know if the air works or not, because I can't. It's too cold for it to kick on. It won't kick on when it's that cold outside. So it may work, it may not. I honestly don't know. So just keep that in mind. These are pretty inexpensive. Usually if the air isn't working, it's a compressor. They're $125 at AutoZone, and but it may very well work. I just honestly can't turn it on right now because it's too cold. So that's the engine. Okay, as far as the inside, obviously it has power windows, power locks. It has a CD player, and it has the normal automatic transmission, and then it has this little slap shift thing if you want to have more of a sport feel to your drive. Cup holders here, and it has the push ashtray, which has never been used. And it's got the cigarette lighter for charging cell phone. Cigarette lighter, actual lighter itself has never been used, so no signs it was ever smoked in, no smoke smells whatsoever. See here, this visor, it looks like the previous owner used Velcro here to hold it up. For some reason it's not staying up by itself. We'll take a better look at that, but it does have, you just pull it down and then put it back up with the Velcro there. So everything works electronically here, as you can see.
When I am with you, there's no place I'd rather be.
Left, right speakers work. Left speakers work. Rear speakers work. And front speakers work. Headliner's nice and clean, no stains. Carpet's nice and clean, seats are nice and clean, no stains, no cuts, nothing like that. It does have the side airbags and the front airbags. There's a little bit of an indentation right here, from someone putting their elbow on it. For some reason they made this little section hollow and it's pushed in a little bit. This is the original VIN plate. One thing I like about these Hyundais is they'll put the VIN plate on the different parts of the car, just so you know the part is original. So back seat's nice and clean. Again, no stains on the carpet. Trunk's nice and clean. So, very, very nice vehicle, priced very low. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. Area code 330-715-1555. Thank you.